Hi guys, welcome to today's class. What we have, wow, what we have on this board is a little bit scary. The 30th root of 5 factorial raised to the power of 5 factorial all over x minus 1 factorial raised to the power of x factorial. That should be equal to 625. Let's see what we can do in this particular question. Okay, from the knowledge of factorial, we know that if I have 5 factorial, this is the same thing as 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, and that will be equal to 120. Okay, so already this one is 120. All right, now we can still break this particular 625 down. Can still break it down using LCM. 625, all right, divided by 5. 5 into 6 is 1. All right, remainder 1 into 12 is 2. Remainder 2 into 25 is 5. So we have 125 there. 5 here again is 25, and then 5 here again is 5, and then 5 here is 1. So converting this to index form, we're having 5 to the power of 4. Okay, so 625 is the same thing as 5 to the power of 4. So we keep it there. Now, if we want to begin with this question, we need to remove this house, this big house here. All right, that means we're going to move this particular 30th root over to the other side. So when we move it over, it will change from 30th root to be raised to the power of 30 all here. So we're going to do 5 factorial raised to the power of 5 factorial all over x minus 1 factorial raised to the power of x factorial, and that should be equal to, now we've already broken this down to be 5 to the power of 4, so it becomes 5 to the power of 4 raised to the power of 30 raised to the power of 30. As you can see, this, we have opened this big house, this 30th root, we have opened it. So when these two will multiply, we'll have 120 there. And then we have already got the value of 5 factorial to be 120. You see, step by step is getting easier. So I'll replace this 5 factorial with 120, and then this one also 120, that's the rest power, over, this is x minus 1 factorial raised to the power of x factorial. Okay, so, and that should be equal to 5 to the power of 4 times 30 is 120 again. Okay, so if I cross replace, if I try to cross replace, that means this is over 1, right? So this could come down here. Why this particular x minus 1 to the power of x factorial can come and replace it, cross replacement. So we'll be having 120 raised to the power of 120 over 5 to the power of 120, and that should be equal to x minus 1 factorial raised to the power of x factorial. Okay, good. Now from indices, we know that if I have a to the power of b, then c to the power of b, that since their powers are the same, we can factor the powers out to be a over c all to the power of b. So we are going to do the same thing here on this particular one, because we have 120 and 120 as a power, so we can factor them out to be 120 over 5 to the power of 120, and that should be equal to x minus 1 factorial raised to the power x factorial. Okay, so let me clean up this. So 5 can divide 120. 5 here is 1. 5 into 12 is 2. Okay, into 20 here is 4. Okay, so 120 divided by 5 is 24. So we'll be having 24 to the power of 120, and that should be equal to bracket x minus 1 factorial to the power of x factorial. Now, we already know that 120 is the same thing as 5 factorial. So I can replace this 120 by 5 factorial. Okay? But we have a problem. This is what? This is 24. Okay, so what we want to achieve is to make this left-hand expression to be in this form. So that the x here, then minus 1, and the x factorial will be the same thing. The same thing will be same on the left hand side, a replica of it on the left hand side. So if I replace this 120 with 5 factorial, now look at this. If I do 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, 4 times is 12, 12 times is 24. So this could be the same as 4 factorial, which is the same as 24. So that means I can replace 24 with 4 factorial, raised to power 5 factorial, which I've shown you here already. Okay, so this becomes equal to x minus 1 factorial raised to power s factorial. But we know that 4 is the same thing as 5 minus 1, is it not? Yeah, it is. So that means only this 4 here can be replaced as or with 5 minus 4, 5 minus 1. Okay, 5 minus 1 is 4 factorial raised to power 5 factorial, and that should be equal to x minus 1 factorial to the power of s factorial. Now, check this out. We have 5 minus 1 factorial, and then raised to the power 5 factorial. The value here and the value here are the same. Then we have x minus 1 factorial raised to the power x factorial. X here and x here, the same. So this implies that x value is equal to, it's equal to 5. Ladies and gentlemen, this bulkiness has been reduced to 5. So this is the end of today's class. Feel free to state something, say something, comment something on this. Alright, comment something on this, and don't forget to share this video to your friends. They might learn something from this particular video. And if you are new to our channel, please subscribe. Please subscribe. Alright, to encourage us a lot. So let me see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.